let's go on for a moment with some words of advice. So, Alyssa, can you share out some kind of words of advice, kind of summaries of what you would like to share with the students who are in attendance today?
Yeah, of course. So I would say my first piece of advice would be to start networking as early as you can. And a really great way to do this is by leveraging professional organizations that are associated with what you want to do. So if you're really interested in evaluation, the American Evaluation Association is a really great way to get involved. And there's also a lot of state organizations. So, for example, I'm involved in the Ohio Program Evaluators Group, and then I'm involved in a city organization as well. And so I would recommend this because, first, joining these types of organizations can really connect you to a large group of professionals within the field that you're interested in. And a lot of these organizations, including the American Evaluation Association, offer student discounts. And so that kind of eliminates some of the barriers to joining these organizations because you can usually join for cheaper if you're a student. And then also, by having this opportunity to start networking, you can start reaching out to people, start asking questions. I really found that people are more than willing to answer your questions and talk with you as long as you're asking in a kind way. I think we often shy away from asking for advice because we're worried that people will say no. But I found more often than not, they're not saying no, and the worst that can happen is that they do say no. Nobody's ever going to say no rudely. So just reach out, join these organizations, ask for advice, network with people and organizations that you're interested in. And then the second piece of advice would be to seek these work-based learning opportunities, such as the Experiential Learning Program that we've been talking about throughout this webinar. And I think this applies regardless of whether you're interested in program evaluation. Whatever career that you're interested in, look for these opportunities where you can get that hands-on experience and really determine what it is, or if you're really interested in the work that you're doing in those opportunities. I really think you gain so much personal and professional knowledge by engaging in internships and fellowships and these experiences where you get to first do the work yourself and also learn from individuals doing the work every day. And I think this can just really be pivotal in understanding and really knowing and finding what it is that you want to do as a career. And so overall, if you're interested in evaluation, definitely apply for the Experiential Learning Program with the Rucks Group. But overall, just find these opportunities that you can get that experience in and apply for them because they can be really great learning experiences.
All right, great. Spencer.
Yeah, my first piece of advice would be no matter what your career path is, I would start with your unique skill set and look at the skills you are already good at, that you enjoy doing, or that you might potentially enjoy doing. I found a good question that I always like to ask people is, what feels like work to others that doesn't feel like work to you? And that's a really good place to identify, like, here are some like very usable skills that might help me in my career. And then identify like similar ones that you might be interested in pursuing or developing further, and then start testing if you're good at that, if you like it. And yeah, just build up your skill set because that's something you can always do no matter what stage of your life, degree, job you're in. You can always be improving your skills. And the second thing I would recommend is that you look at positions you're interested in and people who are in those positions and sort of work backwards from where they are and see how they got there. Because the more of these, I guess, data points you collect on people, and I just mean this through like conversations, through networking, the more you'll realize that there's not always a clear path in terms of credentials or formal things you do, like degrees, particular job roles, but there is usually a pattern in terms of skills they've developed and experiences they've had. So if you can sort of start teasing out what those skills and experiences are in roles you're interested in, the more you'll be able to go back to the first thing I said and start seeing if you can develop those skills and how much you enjoy them. And that's just, to me, a very effective and often more actionable method than just looking at, say, like job requirements or something like that.
All right, great. Thank you to you both. So hopefully you're interested in learning more about this experiential learning opportunity. So to learn more first, we encourage you to go to the So What Do You Want to Be When You Grow Up webinar, and watch that, review that. And if you have any questions, please, of course, feel free to actually reach out to us. And feel free specifically to reach out to Alyssa and Spencer with any questions that you may have. Also, in terms of just the logistics of applying, just visit our website. There on the website, you will be able to go to the About Us page. I will say, I'm just thinking about this. It still will be the About Us page, but it will look different between now and December because we're updating our website. So don't panic if the website looks different now versus December, January. It still will be in the About Us page. And actually, when it gets updated, it actually may be a little bit easier to find. But right now, if you go to the About Us, scroll all the way down, there will be links to either the fellowship or the internship opportunity. And just make sure that you submit your applications by Friday, January 27th at midnight. So there's more information on the website. Again, you can also reach out to Alyssa and Spencer. We're very close to time, but we will see if there is an additional question that we can answer here quickly.